Hi, Patrice here. I'm just sitting in the car in my driveway. I'm about to go to one of my favorite stores and pick up a few things, but it's raining outside and I love the rain. I don't know. Something about the rain is just nice to me. I don't necessarily like being in it, especially here in New Jersey. Like when it's cold, that's no fun. But I still like the rain. I don't know. And today is one of those days. Let me go, because I'm like, I would literally sit here forever. But today is one of those days that's not the best. Not finding me in the best of moods or feelings or whatever. And what I usually do is, well, what I sometimes do, I'll say, on the negative side, is like I'll busy myself so that I don't have time to think. But just now I was sitting here and I was like, no, feel these feelings and like explore them and let them be and then let them go, you know. And then I thought to go ahead and just do a video while I'm at it. And so the feelings is I want to say anger, but the underlying primary emotion is actually sadness and hurt. And so today I miss my father. I miss my father, and it's so funny to say that, because I would have thought that I would not ever say anything like that, missing him, but I do. And I think now, like, about things that my father told me. My father only told me two things about my mother when I was growing up, and I went completely off on him about both too. One thing was that he would say that my mother likes to try to buy people. She likes to try to buy their affections, emotions, their love, you know, all that. And then he would also say that she kept me from him. And not like just now, but because it's been years now. Actually, just before he passed, it was like blinders fell off, like, or a layer of blinders or something fell off, and I was just like, what? And I started to see things so differently, and I was just like, oh my God, like, yeah, it was crazy. But I now totally believe what my father said to be true. Not just because he said it and he's gone, and I want to make him out to be the like a wonderful person, or, you know, or make him out to be something that he wasn't when he was alive here. But because I have my own experiences that point to that. So and I remember things that I wasn't willing to face then, because I was conditioned. You know, I was groomed to hate my father and mistrust him. I thought my father was like the worst person in the world. And you see, I ain't started driving yet, right? Let me go. Stop playing. So anyway, I had the car and drive and everything, just sitting here. So my my mother groomed me to totally mistrust him. Oh, my camera. Anyway, yeah, she groomed me to totally mistrust him. I thought that my father was like a demon, basically. I thought he was like the worst person ever. And she would even demonize things that I have that are like him, and things that I didn't even have that are like, well, so one of the things she used to say that that I had like my feet were like him, and she would call like my big toe, she would be like, that's a super toe, just like your father's. And actually, my feet are not like my father's. My feet are like hers. And I like my feet. You know, they're cute, you know. But, and she would tell me that I didn't have any rhythm, just like my father. And she even she told me that my skin was nasty, just like my father's. But I was in puberty. And, you know, so my face was breaking out. And not only was I in puberty, but so that was the reason my face was broken out. But my father didn't even have nasty skin. But it's so amazing that I was so conditioned that even when I looked at my father, I could look at a picture of him, or when I looked at him face to face, I couldn't see that he did not have nasty skin. I couldn't see it because my mother told me he did. So he did. Didn't matter what I saw. So it's amazing. Like, it's really amazing. Like, yeah, the how this whole thing works. So it's so nasty and ugly, but you know. Anyway, yeah, so I just been thinking about him and thinking about I hate doing the woulda, coulda, shouldas and all, because it's fruitless. However, I do wonder how things could have been between he and I, because he did have good relationships with some of my siblings. And I'm like, dang, like I could have had that too, you know? And then even when he was trying to be there for me, I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him at all. I remember when I wrote my first book, and my father had a radio show. He always had some kind of show. He was very active in like people's like recovery, because he was a recovering addict and all. And he wanted me to be on his show. He wanted to, you know, promote my book and promote me. I was so scared. I called my uncle and I was like, I'm scared. I don't know what this man wants from me. And my uncle, like, you know, talked to me and helped me to calm down about it. And I did the show, and it was just a father wanting to, like, showcase his daughter. Like, hello, you know, but I couldn't see that because of the conditioning and all. And I was never so shocked to see how well loved this man was, like, at his funeral. The church was packed. People, so many people had all these like stories that they like came to me and told me, and that was just God, you know, doing all that. But at the funeral, as well as, you know, people coming to me personally telling me like stuff like, your father saved my life, like literally saved my life. Like, one woman was talking about how she wanted to kill herself, and he picked up on it. I guess it was at a meeting or something. He picked up on it or whatever. And so he took her out and kept her up. My father loved talking. And he just talked her ears off and kept her, like, he was like, she said he later told her, if you was with me and as long as I was talking, you wasn't killing yourself. So, you know. Oh my gosh. But also, I had a nice moment with my husband a few days ago. He told me he wanted to take me to out to dinner, and I chose Red Lobster because I hadn't had crab legs in a while. And so I went. As we were going, I was telling him how sometimes I kind of feel a little anger regarding all the secrets that I've had to keep about. I can't think of anybody that I haven't. Anyway, so any adult people that I didn't even know, like my mother would tell me things about them, and it was bad stuff. Like, I know about all infidelities. I know about all kinds of like real cruddy, dirty, ugly, nasty secrets. And I'm talking, I was told some of this stuff as a child, and throughout my life, even up until last year. I learned about somebody, I don't even know who this woman is, but I know all about her marital issues. Jeez, like, and it's just the reason, I'm like, the reason none of that stuff got out, the actual secrets, is because it stopped with me. You know, I mean, I don't know if she told other people too. Maybe she has, you know, because if she would do that, you know, telling me stuff, why wouldn't she tell somebody else? You know, I'm sure she has. But it's like I had to keep all this stuff in, and then I would see these people, and this is family, friends, everybody, nobody is exempt, and I'm like in this position where I have to like smile and pretend like everything is okay, and pretend like I don't know what you did last summer. No, but you know, it's an ugly, funky position to be in, holding in all this ugly, and it's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting for a person to do that to another person, but especially an adult, you know, to do that to a child. But anyway, I had the nice thing with my husband, where my husband, I was telling him how I have all these secrets, and it's ugly stories that my mom has told me about people. And he was like, stories like what? And the story, one of the stories that was in my mind at the time was one about my father. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to say this. I don't actually want to do this. And he was like, it's okay, Trees, you know, whatever. And I ended up telling him, and I was all stuttering because I was scared, you know, of what he would say and what he would think about my father, all kinds of stuff. And what he did, though, he did not bash my father in any way, shape, or form. And what he did was, it was like he commiserated with me. He shared his own story. And I later went to him and I was like, you know, thank you for that. Like that was a point of a deeper connection for me and my husband, because he didn't, sometimes I am afraid to share things because I think that people are going to treat me the way my mother has. And so it's like, I'm not telling you that, you know, and I'll smile, I'll act like everything is great, but it's not. And anyway, I told him, he told me a story that was equally as disturbing. It was amazing. And so I'm just like, I'm hurt and all that, but I'm grateful too, because these bumps in the road, this is Jersey for you. But anyway, I'm grateful that my husband is different, because sometimes too I've thought like, oh God, did I end up marrying a man that has the same traits? Because a lot of times you do end up with someone who is like the parent that you have like these issues with, this unfinished business. So thankfully I can say I did not do that, because my husband, when I come to my husband about something that he's done or said that was just wrong and hurt me, he apologizes. He apologizes sincerely, and he changes. His behavior changes. He don't keep repeating the same thing over and over again and call it unconditional love and tell me about how he loved me, but he punching me in my face or something crazy. He don't do that. And so I'm learning. Like, I'm really, yeah. But I don't want, I want to find a way to purge all these secrets, not to tell. I ain't sharing stuff on here because that's not right. But yeah, I gotta find a way. I just want to get rid of the anger, all that stuff. So I'm gonna get to journaling, and I'm here at my store now. So so thank you for watching. If you like what you see, and you want to keep up, hit the what is the button? Not the like button, the other one. Subscribe, and the notification bell, and that'll let you know when I'm doing more videos. So